Hi, hello, and welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate for a channeled reading. It might be an open reading, to be honest. Yeah, go ahead and smash that like button if you're new. Welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. We will be deliberating the findings from La Vida Sabila's Daily Oracle by Los Carabello. We will also be, that's for the corresponding and correlative energy for any type of pairings. We'll be using the minor arcana from Lillian Lazenby's Cosmic Coven Tarot, and that's by Ripe Avocado Publishing. We will be imposing the guidance from this Might Hurt Tarot, and that is by Isabella Rotman. And if love comes up, which I have a feeling it will, it's an open reading, which means I have something to talk about, but we're going to still channel it. We'll use the Vibe About It Tarot. Vibe About It. Hold on. We'll use the Pop of Love Oracle by Vibe About It Tarot. So I'm kind of offended. I don't know. Like, I'm feeling offended. I don't know what that is. We'll see what it is. I don't actually know. Like me, I'm an empty vessel. So if those feelings come up, I'll lean into the discomfort momentarily. It'll say what it needs to say and disappear. Um, there's something offensive here. I don't know what it is. I'm getting the energy of somebody on the periphery of our life because they have a crush or something of that nature. They like us or whatever. Now, some of us, this energy would have, they could have came in and manifested a connection with us. Okay. They could have decided to give us love and say like, hey, I want a connection with you. I want to make it, see, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. They could have said like, hey, I want to be with you. Um, this is where I'm at, but for whatever reason, they've lost grace. They're short-sighted. Five of Swords. Their strategy's not going to work. Seven of Pentacles. Normally, Seven of Pentacles is a great strategy, but not with the Five of Swords. They're in some kind of obsessive, compulsive, or sowing seeds of demise energy. They might be a bad seed now, or they might have recently gotten dirty, like a dirty test. They might no longer um, be ranking in terms of their accreditation. They may be carrying something around now inside of them. It might be in their soul, in their spirit. It might be in their body fluids. Who knows? Um, all they could do is talk about us in community. There's something where they're not coming forward with romantic gestures or with an open heart or with vulnerability, authenticity, genuineness, sincerity. Um, so there's this energy on the side, the periphery, the fringe, where it's kind of side eye or evil eye or something like that. Instead of coming towards us or dropping us, they're still holding on, keeping on. And it strikes me as weird because there's no reason why they can't come forward. It has to deal with their own basic nature. Um, there's something that they need to overcome. They might need an ego death or something of that nature because they have stinking thinking. They're on the outside looking in, not feeling included, but all they need to do is tune into, tap into, plug into to get what they want. And there is some delayed message there. I have a feeling with the Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, that they discovered too late that they had a chance or that they have a chance and that all they need to do, that it's mutual, but all they need to do is put some energy, put some back into it. Lover's card, Knight of Cups. So they're starting to, reject themselves because of fear or perception or whatever. I don't actually know. I'll never quite understand. They need to be authentic on one hand, Knight of Cups, and they need to take action on the other hand, Knight of Wands. And there are somebody already in our life. This is a returner, Knight of Wands. I don't know what this is, why this is, how this is, what this is about. They could easily be chosen. There's a six here. but they need to take some action, make some movements, and they're on the outside looking in. Five of wands, I mean, five of pentacles, five of swords. For whatever reason, they're depleting themselves. They're on a losing streak. Something here is off in their energy. They really need to work on themselves. And who knows, if they came towards us, they may never have been able to satisfy us because they're acting a little bit like a, low vibrational energy. Yeah, they keep denying themselves. Two of swords, four of cups. That's a person who's saying no to themselves. They're second guessing everything. Eight of swords. They either need to come forward, come through, or leave our energy. This is some kind of gnat energy. It's like, we shoo them away because it's a deterrent. It's an annoyance. Be about what you're about. Come through, pull through, come hard, stand on business, go home. I just don't, I'm getting this energy of something on the sidelines. Yeah, see? Something on the sidelines. There's eyes. We're under the gaze of somebody, and it's not quite evil eye. It's just it's not moving much. They're not doing much of anything but blocking our road, blocking our path. Why are you checking for me and blocking me, but not doing no nothing with me? See, that's an energy of a toxic masculine. They'll want to control and demand, but they won't provide and protect. I don't understand that. I don't understand. So, perhaps that's why I was feeling offended, um, because we would have offered you union with us, but you're buckling under the weight of your own karmic causes, which means you're going to trick yourself up out of your own spot. There's no reason for the 10 of wands to be here when the sun is out. The 10 of all the 10s are ended by the wheel of fortune and the sun. It means that you're done. So if you're carrying a burden and it's already time to put that burden down, it means that there's something wrong with your perspective and your perception is not there. That you can't recognize when your ships have come in. You can't recognize when your spot is waiting for you. So you trick yourself up out of your own spot because what is called, I remember back in business, sometimes a person will keep selling after you get the sell. If there's 20 steps to your sales presentation and on the sixth step of the sales presentation, the customer says, or the prospect says, oh yeah, I want to buy, but you keep going, you actually trick yourself up out of the sell. When a person is ready to give you their money, stop presenting and take the money. When a person wants to accept a date or accept a love offer or hang out or whatever, stop doing all your little, mating ritual and lock it down. You need to learn how to close. This is what, yep. This is what I'm getting. This person needs to learn how to close. Ace of Pentacles, Empress. I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny, but it is hilarious. Poor baby. That means that they're deeply unhealed, unawakened. That there's something deeply alive in them that they need to work on. And that's not our fault. That's not our problem. We can't try to heal somebody and touch their genitals at the same time. We can't be making love to somebody and checking for somebody in front of the divine, and then the sun popped out. So ain't that the truth? Oh my gosh. It's not funny, but it is hilarious. We might have the sun in Capricorn or in the 10th house here. It's somebody that's rigid in their boundaries and demeanors, and they are trying to they are in some kind of holding spot. There's something about they're creating a lot of burdens for us because they're suppressing something or they're making an attempt to. Sun card, Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups, Two of Swords. Okay, well, this Two of Swords normally doesn't negate. The 3, 5, 7, 9 of the swords would negate, meaning it's an inversion energy. But here, I'm getting the energy that somebody's second guessing. Also, we're hard to read, or we might not be seeing whatever they're putting out in terms of an offer. But honestly, it means it's not meeting our standards. Because it's not necessarily what the facts are. All the facts are clear to a sword, and we don't know how we feel about the facts. So that means that they're not connecting with us here. Even if they have access to us, we see them every day. I don't think that's true. They're not connecting to us. This person is carrying some kind of burden. They might also be doing a lot of research on this. Maybe it could be fortune telling, divination, or it could be, researching archives or something like that. They're buckling under the weight of their own karmic causes, or they're carrying a flame or something like that. Ten of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. So we have a double page, a double queen, and a double four already. And a double knight here. We have the Knight of Swords, Five of Cups, Emperor, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we have 3 queens so far. So they are vying for a spot. They are feeling like they've lost out something. They've been made to cry, Queen of Swords. And we are big business here, Emperor. Emperor, Page of Swords could mean an Aries rising. Venus in Libra, Venus in the 7th house. Definitely an Aries rising with the Queen of Cups. That's the bottom of your chart. Somebody may have their Venus in Aries as well. So I don't like the word simp. I've heard it twice. I don't even think I know exactly what that word means. To me, it means somebody who is not about to getting dogged out by the female, or anybody. That's okay. There's no nice words to use. To me, it's a person who doesn't step up to bat. They have the option to, but for whatever reason they don't. They take the easier wrong versus the harder right. They choose to be passive, and they choose to let things slide, which is the opposite of an alpha energy. To me, honestly, I just call that a beta. They'd rather support, they'd rather, minimize conflict. And when you take risk in life, you take reward in life. Sometimes you do have to create order out of chaos. Don't necessarily go around creating chaos, but when somebody nucks, have no qualms about bucking. If they start it, you finish it. I'm very nonviolent, honey. If you start a war, I will definitely end it, and I will be the victor. If I gotta go to jail, it's because you going to the morgue. We can both die whole. You go first, and I would never take it there. But if you start it, I'm gonna finish it. That's what I mean by an alpha. Because a real alpha is not violent. A real alpha is not brutal, but they are savage. Meaning the reason why they're an alpha, the reason why they're so generous and calm and gentle is because they know they can destroy you, and they're choosing not to. A nice guy is only a nice guy if he knows that he can completely obliterate you. He could eviscerate you. He could wipe you off the face of the planet. He could destroy your lineage. He could wipe you out of the timeline. But he chooses not to. If a person can't do anything to you, they're not a nice guy. That to me is a sin. And I don't think I'm using that word correctly because I haven't actually looked into it. But that's a misnomer I see a lot. Oh, I'm a nice guy. No, you're a disabusing. You're avoiding conflict. You're really avoiding consequence. A nice guy isn't somebody who is avoiding a fight. It's that they know where they're going to take it if they have to take it there. So they'd rather not. If they can't destroy you, it's not really a nice guy. It's a beta. Now, that's also a misnomer because the true textbook definition of a beta, betas are actually really powerful, to be honest, but they prefer to be in a service position. They prefer to support. And just because they're more powerful in terms of physical strength doesn't mean that they have the social capital. And anthropologically, you'll see across all the different species, most of them go off social clout, especially apes, especially wolves, especially Even elephants, although elephants are more matriarchal, a lot of other species are patriarchal. They prioritize the males. Elephants prioritize the females. But um, the thing about, if you study species, there's usually some type of social hierarchy, and that's really where alpha beta comes from. It's not about physical strength. So you never disrespect a nice guy. That's one thing I will say. The Nine of Swords and the Chariot just came out. The Six of Cups, the Lover's card, the Nine of Cups came out before that. And now we have the Ten of Swords. So I'm putting these things out just to say, because I'm getting some kind of energy of somebody who's afraid of themselves. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of stepping up to the bat and putting it out there. They're afraid of being open and vulnerable about their feelings. They could have done this little sneaky, reeky, deaky, tweaky thing where they sent a friend, or they put out mixed messages, or they came in between some kind of catfishing or false account or something like that. And so they had access to the thing that they wanted, but instead of going directly to the thing that they wanted and saying, here's where I'm at, here's where my cards are, where are you with things? They did some kind of smoke signal, veil of illusion, delusion, confusion, and they got an answer, or they're interpreting an answer that would have been different if they were just completely straightforward and direct. Because that's the thing. This is I don't want to keep using the simple word. I need a better word. I don't know what to do. But a low vibrational person is going to do some sneaky sideways thing. To me, that's unhealed, unawakened. Because when you take risk in life, you take reward in life. But this is not a message to the feminine, but to the masculine. They need to not worry about rejection. To those who are worried about rejection, male or female, you're not the one being rejected. They're rejecting your offer. They're not saying no to you. They're saying no to the offering. Even if you are the thing that's presenting the offering, even if you were the one asking to be considered, if you know who you are and you know what you have to offer, and a person says no to you, it's their loss. Even if it really isn't, you still have to have the attitude that it's their loss. Why? Well, my darling, that's going to retain your self-worth and value. Because in marketing yourself or putting yourself out there, as it would be called, confidence goes a long way. Okay. You can't be timid. Do you like me? Will you go on a date with me? That's not sexy. What's sexy is, I don't know where you are with things. I'm catching some feelings here. I don't know if it's mutual. I would love to take you out. I'd love to get some intimate time with you, to connect, to check these feelings, to check the vibe, to see where the energy really falls and see what things really lie. Where are you with that? How does that sound to you? Would you object to me taking you out? Would you mind if I buy you a drink? Would you mind giving me a couple hours of your time on Saturday night? We can make it earlier in the day if that works better for you. If lunch feels safer, if you need to invite a friend, how about we do that? How is that difficult? I don't understand. Honey, I've been through hell and back. I grew up, I was a crack baby, foster care, had no opportunities, and still I figured it out. You hear what I'm saying? So what I want you to take away from this conversation, if I can do it, you can do it. If a person that had every card stacked against them can make it work, you can do it as well. It's not that hard. I'm saying it might be hard, but it's not difficult. Meaning it's simple. It might not necessarily be easy, but it is simple. Here's what it really is. You either got to deal with the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. So discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. You're either at the end of your life going to regret having not tried, because listen, would you rather deal with the pain of being rejected or the pain of being alone? Would you rather deal with the pain of going after what you want, or the pain of never having even tried? So this is where I'm at. And I'm not talking to those other slightly toxic people that are just unhealed, unawakened. They're not the high end of the spectrum where they're sinister and evil and wicked, but they do the playing games. They believe that they're incels. They think that the world is stacked against them. That's that slow grade, miserly, bitter, that low grade toxicity, not high intensity toxicity, but that I'm not talking about that group of people. I'm talking about the timid, fearful, afraid of their own shadow, can never risk rejection, so they'll never even make an attempt. Because this has a bad ending. We have the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. That means somebody's digging a hole and eventually becomes their grave where they die. It's backfiring or it's haunting them at night, Nine of Swords. Meanwhile, on our side, we eventually choose to love ourselves and move into a connection with somebody. And it does come through letting this person go. It's disappointed, but we decide to not cry over spilled milk. And we do go without for a while. Things were blocked, things were taken away from us. Doesn't matter though. It's like they culled they culled the herd, they trimmed the fat. We'll never lose out. Whatever does eventually come in will make us very, very happy. So you can kill as many opportunities as you want for us. In the end, we're still going to make it because we're the Lover's card. We're chosen. We're highly blessed, favored, chosen, and anointed. Now, the thing about this other side is that they have a lot going for them. Emperor, Queen of Cups. I don't know why, but they're Page of Swords. They're going to get the message too late. For whatever reason, they are caught up some way. Nine of Swords. They have shame. They have guilt. So it feels like they're policing our energy because they don't know how to be direct. So instead of letting us go to move on, move forward, or stepping up to the bat and throwing their hat in the ring, they're just going to, on the sidelines, control and manipulate. That's, I would call that the word I'm trying not to use, but I don't think I'm using the term correctly. I don't actually know what that term means. But I'm hearing that word thrown around a lot. I just feel like it's derogatory and a pejorative, and I don't want to say it anymore. To me, that's a basic beta bitch. That's a punk ass, pansy ass poser. It's a limp, lame loser. And again, those are all negative words, judgmental. Um, what we say is that that's an unhealed, unawakened person with some type of personality injury that needs to do some self work and get some healing. That's what we should be saying here, that they need compassion and that hopefully they blessings to your exaltation and your healing. I hope you get everything you need in this life. That's why we have the dedication and merit. For all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped in the seas of time, lost somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine and unconditional loving universal oneness. Anapana. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. If I ever mirrored back your fears to you, I'm sorry. If I ever made you feel unseen, unwanted, I'm sorry. If I'm not the one who's going to help you meet your needs because your needs don't align with my own needs, I'm sorry. Blessings to your healing and exaltation. You have a nice day and a blessed life. Take very, 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 very good care of yourself. I hope you get everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be whole. May you be at peace. I got nothing but love for you, baby. But you might not be the thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for an alpha. Somebody that's strong, takes command, not as demanding, takes command, not as controlling, takes command, doesn't do repressive, depressive shit behind the scenes. I'm looking for somebody that lays it down and says what's up and is about what they're about, has confidence, a pep in their step, a smile in their soul. Their spirit comes dancing from their lips. You can see it in the way they move. You can see it in the way they look towards the world. There's not something dead behind those eyes, fearful of the world, fearful of being their authentic, genuine, true self. That's somebody that is a shell of, they say the average man dies at 25 and waits till about 70 to be buried. Do you know what that means? Most men die at 25. It's when they graduate college and they begin their first job. Most people don't know how to live their life until they're 35 and filing for their first bankruptcy and going through their first or second divorce. So I'm sorry to comfort you this morning, but here we are. What is this Ten of Swords with the Lovers card? Could we have the they're gonna lose their spot. They could have came in, pulled through for whatever reason. There was a breakdown in communication. This love is going to be snuffed out, canceled out. What is this Four of Wands with the Emperor? That's Venus and Emperor. This is a spot. This is telling me that this person was right for us at one point or another, but they couldn't handle up on the situation. And it's true. Yeah, they were virginal. There was something here that they never experienced. But if they had felt those feelings, which they did, that's Cupid's arrow, all they had to do was take a risk, take a shot. It was very precious too. I don't understand fear of rejection. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. It's not like I've never been rejected. It's not like I've never not wanted to be rejected, but it never stopped me from trying. I understand the mechanics behind it, the psychology behind it, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're already at a no in your mind. What is stopping you from getting to a no out loud to make it a real no versus a perceived no? In finance, that's called real risk versus perceived risk. You know the thing about perceived risk? You cannot mitigate that. There's nothing that's going to insure against perceived risk. The only thing you can insure against is real risk, which can be measured. Perceived risk has no beginning, no end, because you don't know where it starts, you don't know where it ends, you don't know what it is. It's this figment of your imagination. That's what rejection, a fear of rejection is to me. It's perceived risk. It's not a real risk. Because if you have fear of rejection, you're really rejecting yourself. Because this person is haunted at night. I don't know why you have the Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups should not be clarifying the Nine of Swords. That means this person has shame and guilt about being chosen. That means the thing that you want wants you, but for whatever reason, you're in your mind about it. Maybe you messed something up that was really precious, or you have some kind of demonic attachment to you. There's no other way to say that. Because here it's saying it's all in their mind. What is the Nine of Swords with the Knight of Swords? The other side, they need to come back. They need to return. But they have this sospiri. They think their ships are not going to come in. When meanwhile, behind their back, there's a lot of hope. But for whatever reason, I don't understand this. I mean, I get it. I can read the energy, but it's the reality of the situation. Like, why would you be? I know what these cards are telling me. I know how to do this reading, but I don't. Why would you be in such a situation? This needs compassion because this is clearly an unhealed person. There's no in an ascended world in a higher plane. This would not. This no. This is something that you come when you're failing your earth exam. That's what this is. This is like a remedial earth student. I'm so sorry. I want to know about this Knight of Cups with the Five of Cups because it means that they're desiring to break something up. Yeah, so this is somebody that was in the friend zone, or they're only going to be friendly to us and not be romantic with us. Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups. What does that mean? Ninth of Cups, Nine of Cups. Well, it seems like there's a choice here, but for whatever reason, we have a resentment towards them. Uh, I think we were giving them time, energy, effort, and attention, and they're not moving. It's like they have this analysis paralysis. They're preparing for something that's never going to come. There's also fear of rejection. You're, you're taking yourself out of the race before you even start the race. It's like this is a writer's quote. Sometimes you'll birth a creation and kill it before you even put the sentence on the period on the sentence. Writers experience this a lot. Why have this amazing creation in your mind and before the sentence even gets put on your period even gets put on the sentence, you kill it? It's like digging 5 inches before the goal. It's like swimming halfway across the lake, getting tired and turning back around and swimming back to shore when you're already halfway across the lake. I don't understand. I just heard the word privilege problems, but again, this is starting to get to judgmental place. Like, right now, I have compassion. To me, this person's clearly unhealed, unawakened, and they need retrieval. We have three knights here with the chariot. So the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Cups are saying that this person's ships came in already and they missed it. So this is a magician that doesn't have what's called recognition. Sometimes the spell works. You need to be able to know the spell works, or you interrupt the energy flow. Yeah, they've killed their own opportunity here. So that might be the Nine of Swords. They're feeling remorse and regret because they actually had a chance, maybe a couple few chances, and I don't know, they didn't handle up on it correctly. Okay, so we're gonna check this. We have a double nine here, a double page, a triple knight, a double 10, a double queen. Wow, we got a lot of doubles here. A double four. Okay, we got a lot of things to check here. Oh, there's one more correspondence because the sun in Gemini. So we have a Libra Pisces energy here in the past, and in the future we have a Gemini energy. So there's the Gemini coming for us, Sun in Gemini, but before there's a Libra rising, Pisces moon energy. I'm also getting a little bit about Aries Venus, Aries Sun. So our ex might be some kind of Pisces, Libra, Aries energy, and our future person might be some type of Scorpio, Gemini energy. Scorpio rising or moon, Gemini sun or moon. What's this Gemini energy? Yeah, there's something precious on the way with the Gemini. We need to leave somebody in their sadness. That's unfortunately, that's the thing that's going to heal them. They need to get sick and tired of being sad. I'm so sorry. They need to get sick and tired of being a loser. That's what I'm hearing. I don't understand everything that I'm getting right now. They need to have a bunch of losses and losses and losses and losses to break them out of their drunken stupor. They have this narrative or something like that going on. They're going to learn from hitting a couple different rock bottoms. Their only way they're going to awaken is through pain. See, this just sucks. I wouldn't want to leave this person in this kind of situation, but what do you do? Yeah, we would want to intercede for them. So prayer, send them a lot of prayer. Every time we think about them, send them a lot of prayer. Yeah, because they have to make a choice to choose to be chosen. Um, Even people that choose them, for some reason, they sabotage the connection. This is the saboteur. And it's not a willful saboteur. It's not the Five of Swords. It's the Nine of Swords. They hunt themselves. They look for problems. They perceive problems everywhere they go. Even when the door is open, they choose to believe that they're shut out. Even in the clarification, it says the same thing. The only thing that grows for them is some type of um, fear. They're haunted. They're afraid of themselves. So here's the deal, too. That can be a curse. It's not a generational curse, but it's a curse. But there's a curse breaking here. They're going to learn through pain. They're going to learn through pain. So what's this double 10? Tell us. The truth, number one, and number two, some kind of union. So we could have been with them, but they canceled this out because they have stinking thinking. Three aces in this reading. That's a really solid union. You're everything I asked for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, so they're moving in some kind of trespass way. They're getting in their own way. They murder their own blessings. They cancel everything out that's good and beautiful in their life. Okay, that's a sickness and an illness of the soul and the spirit. Okay, they're not moving in the right way. We have a double nine here. Let me find the other nine to confirm. I don't see it. Let's move on. Oh, we do. I have it. We have a double nine here. So that's isolation. They keep being isolated. Yeah. So what's gonna come is some time alone in a dark night of the soul. Because we gave everything to this that we could, but they were overly defensive and extra critical. We can reconcile with them at another time. Right now, it's a no. It'll be once we get in a connection. They're never going to step forward until we're with somebody else. I think the reason why they're policing our energy is because they're afraid that we're going to get with somebody else, but they'll never step forward and say, like, hey, here's what's up, here's how I feel, until we're with somebody else. Well, that sucks, but sometimes it be like that. What's with this triple night? There you go, 'cause your lies got all looking for it. There you go, there you go. Yeah, so interference triangulation. First of all, they're trying to bind us because they think they deserve the spot. But what they've done is left us in pain. And if we're feeling rejected or if we're feeling pain, why wouldn't we move on and move forward? I mean, does it make sense not to? It gets toxic very quickly if you think there's a justification for some kind of ongoing pain. Maybe a moment, accidental pain that happens. That's what love is for. You're gonna hurt in love. But if they're intentionally leaving us in pain or intentionally binding us or intentionally breaking our heart, that's toxicity. They need us to choose them. But the thing is, we already did in the past. And we're not going to cry over spilled milk, Queen of Swords, Five of Cups. We already did that. We're not going to carry this burden. We've already made that decision. Two of Swords, Ten of Wands. We didn't want to make that decision. We actually tried to offer them something. Page of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, it was authentic, genuine, and sincere. Nine of Wands, we offered them love or sex or intimacy or fun or connection or whatever language doesn't offend our ego. We did hold on to this for a while, Four of Pentacles. We had to let it go, Five of Cups. It was disappointing because it was a mutual decision. Lover's card, meaning we both wanted each other, but for whatever reason, we couldn't, both parties weren't moving towards making this work, so we had to move on. There might have been multiple offers here. We have the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. This was something that we saw through to the end, and it still broke us. So we moved on. King of Wands. We take massive action. Ten of Swords. They canceled this out. They may not even realize that yet. The Seven of Cups. They're living in some illusion, delusion, confusion. Illusion is objects in the rearview mirror. They appear closer as they are. They're perceiving things that are not there. Delusion. They're perpetuating a false narrative. Confusion. They don't know the true, absolute reality of the situation. They're mirage, facade, illusion. They're not 100% in reality. They're also unhealed, unawakened. Seven of Cups means all of those things. It also means swamp people. They probably have bad friends, keep bad companies, or they're on some kind of substance or addiction. Could be disordered eating, that's food. Could be some kind of process addiction, obsessive compulsive tendencies. It could be hypervigilance, even. It could be that they have a horrible environment. They don't have the right kind of friends. It could be their diet. Maybe they eat junk food. They watch trashy TV. They don't read books. They don't do self or personal development. It could be any abstract version of all those. All of that comes in the Seven of Cups. All of that. And that was a mic drop. Still better than the Seven of Swords. Okay, what's this pair of pages? Okay, so something here got revoked. It was a short-sighted victory because they were vainglorious and prideful. Oh, well, that's the first time I'm seeing that. They had some kind of pride situation. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone because we got this double four. What's this double four? Okay, so they also fell into temptation. They might have been tricked. I don't understand this. I think they were targeted. Page of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands. They might have been targeted by a witch, which is what this Nine of Swords is. They're under the control of a witch. This Three of Swords with the Ace of Wands means that they were tricked or tempted somewhere, but it happened a successive amount of times. Okay, we got a response to something that I said. Yes, they were targeted by a witch because they are also chosen. So this Nine of Swords, because I was like, how is it with the Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, you being chosen for this lovers, for this connection that came for you already, Chariot card? How is it that you're Nine of Swords? I don't understand. Because the other side, us, we're feeling bad about it. Queen of Swords, Five of Cups. We feel like now we had to divorce this energy because we were disappointed a few too many times. We made an authentic offer, Page of Cups. it was a stable one, Page of Pentacles, and it was from the heart, Knight of Cups with passion, Knight of Wands. And we were ready to secure some kind of foundation for Pentacles, Four of Wands. We even carried this for a while, Ten of Wands, meaning that they would have been able to work on themselves, get more mature, inventory all their fears. We gave them everything we could give them. Why would they be Nine of Swords? Well, turns out they were targeted, but we don't have a double eight here. We have a triple queen. I didn't even read on that. Okay, let's read on this triple queen. They need to feel chosen. And they probably run around sharing their feelings and somebody intervene. Yeah. Okay, so there's somebody with access to their life already. It might not be a witch. It's witchcraft all the same, but it might not be a witch. It might be somebody that they're going to for advice or a mother figure that is pulling strings, is puppeting them around. They're a puppet. Oh my gosh, no wonder I was calling them a simp. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and we can't be around them. Until they get a backbone, we can't be around them. See, this double nine, this is needing to take space. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. This was a reading about somebody who's policing our energy because they don't have the strength to come through and make an offer. So now the last remnants of this connection are being snuffed out. We're being reassigned. This was a chosen spouse, the kingdom spouse. The Lord, the divine, approved this connection. And for whatever reason, it's not going to happen because they're not healing or awakening. They're actually doubling down on their low vibration and their lack of soul healing. And there's somebody in their life who's doing witchcraft, but not necessarily doing spell work. They're just talking to this person, but they're Queen of Swords and this person is Knight of Swords. They don't make any action towards us, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, but they swiftly act on whatever this other person tells them. So they're under somebody's thumb, and this person is a witch, but a darker witch, a controlling one. They're getting advice, though, is how they see it. Okay. So we have to leave them alone. We're divorced from this person because they're basically karmic. They let a third party interfere in this connection. That means they're not honoring us. That means they've neglected or abandoned us, period. It might not seem like that. That might not be their intention, but that is what the effect is. You know, you can judge yourself on your intention. We have to judge you on your impact. We were left abandoned or neglected. We had to move on, move forward. So they're trying to police our energy because not only do they feel rejected, but they're not able to come forward. That's some toxicity. That's some delusion. That's not real. That's in their figment of their imagination. Just another dedication and merit to all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped in the seas of time, lost somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine and unconditional love of universal oneness. Anapanapano, we love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. May you be well. May you be whole. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you receive everything you ever wanted, starting what you deserve. We pray that your path is ordered, your steps illuminated, and that you find redemption and salvation in this lifetime. Until we meet again, until we read again, Namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Sayonara, Das Vidanya, Avida Zen. Take good care. Bye-bye.